Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I've had the second car kit come for Shawn. There was only supposed to be one, but you know, things like a big ball of twine just go poof. And I was listening to a podcast from Brian over BG Model Works and Luca over the Luca C channel. And somewhere in amongst what they were saying, they showed one of those trans kits. I believe that's what they call them. And like one of them resin bodies. And it just happened to hit a chord. I wish it wouldn't, because when I hit a chord, I go off. And you know, my wife's working from home. If you hear tippy tapping, and she's been rolling her eyes, even though I can't see her in the other room. And this is the last one now. This is the last kit. No more. We don't need no more. So as you see, the GT 500 Mustang, Shelby Mustang, arrived yesterday. That was the kit for Shawn, and it still will be. As I say, I did think when I chose his second kit, I thought, well, old Shawnus, you know, he might pick this other one. So do I dedicate the GT 500 to somebody else? And I think no, because that was originally what I was going to do. I've already got Doug Hensley. He's got a kit already in my stash marked down for a tribute for him. Steve Jones, I've had a kit for you, Steve, for 2 years with your name on it. I'll get around to it one day. No, it will be done next year. And that will be in your genre of 1 in 35 scale miniature models. Now, 2 years I've had that kit. It will be built. And there's a couple of other lads that I've already got ideas for to, you know, put names next to. I just think it's good. You get to push people's channels forward, and you know, it's a bit of fun and whatever. Anyway, so what can Gav possibly have bought for his Mara from Arkansas? What do you think, Shawn? Hot rod? Nah. Muscle car? Well, we've had one of them already. Nah. I'm taking that GT 500 is a muscle car, isn't it? I'm still a bit wavery with the terminologies, but muscle car, nah. Flintstone mobile, maybe, you know, with the old feet. No, not that either. Am I running out of things? Rally cars, race cars? No. Oh, well, actually, yes. Yes to the well, both of those, really, I suppose. I'm not sure where it sits. Let's on a postcard, please. So here it is. Yes, that's me. See, Mrs. isn't normally here when I'm doing all these videos. That's my version of the trumpet. We're not, as we all know, we're not allowed to put music on these videos from YouTube. We get sanctioned and all the rest of it. So the second kit, or will probably be the first kit, because I've got a feeling he most probably would like this one. And I've got another Mara who hasn't got a channel would like this too, but I haven't forgotten you either. I was originally going to put this to the both of you, but I thought no, because I saw another nearly did it then, cat out the bag. Right, it is. Yes, the Tamiya, Volkswagen, what do they call it? I call them bugs. Beetle, that was the word I was after, Beetle. 3 litre, is it 1300? Yes. 1966 model. Oh, can we get that any? Let's just see. Hang on. Oh, my life. No, that's as far as it'll go. So, we're looking at the Tamiya 1 in 24 66 Beetle. I'll be fair and frank. That is not particularly inspiring to me. I like the Beetle shape. The new Beetles, if you know, again, they've just rubbed the name, haven't they? Not much of a Beetle is that. This is a Beetle, and I remember them growing up. And I lived in Germany for a while, in British Army of the Rhine as a kid, and there were loads of these going around. Police cars too. They could look quite nice, police cars with a green and white, or Polizei. Anyway, I'm digressing again. Yeah, you know, but this not really inspiring. It would inspire Shawn and Beetle as well, one of my contributors on the channel, but it wouldn't really inspire me. But what would inspire me, now think of this, stinger tail, oh yeah, roll cage, cut the running boards off if the running boards I did take the shell out just to, there we go, there's the shell of yon Beetle. Now you have to add the books, that's good, so I don't have to actually cut the boards off. We're going to open the doors maybe, I said maybe. We're going to cut back the wheel arches or fenders. And I know you're saying, well Gav, you keep saying you like American cars. Beetles, really? Well, it's going to be a Baja Beetle. Yeah, from the sunny state of Joe Neff of Mad Genius Productions. Baja Beetles. I do like the Baja Beetle. So, what we're going to be doing with this fella is 3D resin engine putting. 3D resin engine? Why would it be 3D printed? Probably something like that. I've got a little printer behind me. I haven't used it in about 18 months, but we're going to do a resin engine for her. Because of the rims, tyres, I'm going to have to 3D print those as well. I'm going to put a roll cage in her. I don't want to be one of these really jacked up suspensions, but we'll have to see, obviously, wheels and suspension and all the rest of it. I know Bajas, they don't always, especially the early Baja stuff. Yeah, I've been looking them up, yeah. Research. They're not all, you know, massive suspension setups. So I didn't want to make it too, like, sitting up, but it has to be a Baja. So we'll have a roll cage around the engine coming out. As I say, hopefully a Stinger exhaust, although the ones I've found haven't got Stinger exhausts on them. So you might not have a Stinger, we'll just have to see. We'll do the inside. I'm still looking at Beetles inside, as in Bajas, you know, some are stripped out. Some are what I would sound fake Bajas, really. They're more or less just to put a rock crawler type side protection bars on, and they have a front and a back, and there's no roll cage or anything else. So you know, you take your pick. But that's what mine's going to have. So we're going to have, let's recap because I'm meandering all over the shop again as always. Resin engine, maybe a cover, one of those quarter cover over the engines or not, or I might just leave her open. Because again, I've seen some Bajas that have got no like that resin cover over them, over the, you know, like what I would call a quarter cover, and some do. It'll definitely have a light bar with the old Sibby yellow lights on. You've got to have those for a bar or Beetle, as far as I'm concerned. So there'll be some form of light bar on the front, on the top, maybe a roof rack, but I think the roof racks spoil the shape of the Beetle, so that might be or might not. As I say, we've got no running boards. I imagine you have to stick them on this, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about the running board because it won't be on there. But there'll be some side steps, you know, reinforced bracing, and then obviously the bracing on the front as well that they have. I will cut back these what you guys in the States call fenders. We call wings, up and sideways. I don't want one of those. I don't like them with the lights moved into the centre. With one of those resin bonnets that they put on. I like the wide-eyed look of the Beetle. I think that when you start messing with them too much, it starts spoiling that shape. So yeah, so be a fair bit of cutting, shunting, adding to. I'd like to super detail it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'd like to super detail it if possible, and I might well run it alongside old Tom's. Just pick it up and do a bit when I can, and then when I've done enough, put a video up. But it's for a great bloke, Shawn over at Scale Model Car Guide. Yeah, he's getting two shout outs in 2 days. He deserves it though. He's a good lad. So Shawn, would you like me to do the Beetle first? The other one, it'll be a good, whichever one, it'll be a good few months down there. I can't build them both one after the other because I've got far too much on. But if you'd like the Beetle first, I've got a feeling you might do, but you might not. You might surprise me. But yeah, Baja Beetle is what we're doing for Shawn at some point. As I say, I'm starting old Tom's NASCAR this weekend. So at some point I'll pick up the Beetle, only because it's the type of thing, if I'm making mess, particularly at the preliminary stage with the NASCAR, to put an extra hour in, you know, cutting off and stuff. But I'm trying to take this one. I take all my modelling seriously, but I'm trying to get this so it's. I want to throw a lot at it, not money, definitely not money, but I want to throw a lot at this if I can, make it really decent for him, and as a good project for me. I'd love to. I wonder if I could open those doors up. We'll see. If I can't, I can't. But I'm gonna put it in a book, you know, and just write out what I need to do, because you know my brain, it don't work, and I'll forget things, and it'll be too late. I always do it. You know, stick something down, and it's too late to go back then. So before I do anything, I'm going to write out a schedule of works. That is what I'm calling it, a schedule of works, and we'll see where it goes. I've already been researching for the past probably 2 weeks. This took a long time to get to me, but the guy has packed it ever so well. Can't fault him on it. He'll get a good you know, write up for that. I can't bag him over the it got here when it got here, but he really packed it well. But yeah, there's going to be a fair bit involved. I've been researching it for a good couple of weeks. Baja roll cages, full roll cages, partial roll cages. I'm having trouble with the engines at the moment. I have found one which will work. I mean, they're not blooming cheap, these, you know, to print off, even to print off yourself. But it'll be worth it, I think. It'll be nice. And as Shawn dropped out to me yesterday, he's always dropping stuff, you know. Ooh, do not go in there. Well, after he's been on the burritos anyway. Yeah, he dropped out to me yesterday. Green is his favourite colour. Mine too. So it'll be a green bug. I might be throwing another colour in there as well with it, possibly white. We shall see. And I'm not sure yet whether to weather it up or to keep it nice and shiny. I like shiny. So yeah, there we go, guys. 2 cars. If anybody does want to see a pucker unboxing, all 4 of you, shout out and I will do one. But this has been shown. In fact, believe Shawn must have built this about 5 times. But no, from humble, let's get this thing back up again. From humble beginnings, we will have, what do they call them in Michigan? I was reading that up on Wikipedia. They don't call them, obviously, funny enough, Bajas over there. They were called, at the time when they first came out, because when these were done, in, was it 68 or 67 or something, when they were starting to convert them to Baja Beetles, up in Michigan they were running them in the mud. They weren't mud pluggers. Well, they were mud something. But yeah, just a bit of useless trivia for you there. But yeah, we're going to try and take a humble, quite dowdy beetle and make it into a big shiny green beetle, ready to roar over the desert tundra. I've never been anywhere near Baja, probably never will do. But yeah, let's rock on. So thanks for stopping by and taking a look. Hope that was of interest to all 4 of you and Shawn. And we'll catch each other soon on another video. Look after yourselves.